no way I can get home. Hello, good morning. I don't know if you can hear me because I'm outside, because I'm trying to appreciate this view before we leave. Yes, as you can tell by the title, I cannot leave South Africa. So, I will tell you why and I will explain more later, not right now, because I have a few things I want to do this morning. Let me show you this view. It's gorgeous. Just because you're never going to see it again for like 3 years. So I've said this before, over there is Signal Hills. One day when this is all over, I'll be able to show you like in person. And then the buildings. Down there is where we usually run. One day when this is all over, I'll be able to show you what this all looks like and just the activities you can do here and how fun it is. Give that a few years, because after I leave here, I won't be back for a couple of years, so this is beautiful. I'm documenting this for you and myself. Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before, and if not, well, hi, my name's Jillian. Thanks for joining us today. If you are new, make sure to subscribe down below. Turn on my notifications so you know when I upload. Cheers to a good day, guys. Let's get on with it. So I just got out of the shower. I'm gonna put my hoops in. I have to find them. But tonight, I think we're gonna order takeout again or delivery, because like I said in my last vlog, it's open now and we have like no food left in the house because we're moving Airbnbs tomorrow. So we didn't go food shopping. We had enough for lunch today. I'm deciding between like a healthy wrap or like a Caesar wrap or something. I haven't had one of those since being home in America, or a Gatsby. So it is, I feel like anyone from South Africa knows what this is. It's basically like a giant sandwich. So it's like a foot long. It's like loaded with fries and sauce and like any kind of meat you want on it. So they have steak, chicken. I think they do fish ones too. And then like other stuff is in it. But if we get one, we would only do like a half one because they're so big. I could not eat like nearly any of it. So I don't know. That's like the unhealthy route. And I don't know if I want that. So we'll figure it out. But I need to start packing. It is like 4:35 p.m. now. I was working out and all of that earlier. So, and kind of just like relaxing. So I've been putting off packing, and Tyron was in here packing all of his stuff. So let me show you like what's left. So Tyron did all of his stuff. You guys remember me like packing all of this into here, and now I have to undo it all, but this is all my stuff, so yeah. Going through my subscription box. I like to roll my clothes when packing. I feel like everyone kind of does that, so nothing new or surprising. And then I just have this left. My shirts are the main issue. I'm probably gonna put them in my carry-on because that's kind of where I want all my summer clothes going. Look how big this is. So this is a Gatsby, and I also got cheese and garlic naan. 10 out of 10 recommend. Good morning, guys. So it is 9:45 a.m. This is our last day or morning in this place. So we just finished packing. I put some makeup on today just to feel a little, I don't know, brighter, better, more lively, I guess. So we're leaving here at 11. We're actually walking to our next place because it's like a 15-20 minute walk without dragging 5 luggage bags. So it's gonna be longer. Our check-in is at noon, but we were like, it's gonna take us a long time with these bags. That's really what's going on. You might recognize this Airbnb because we stayed in it before. So if you're an OG subscriber of mine, then you'll recognize it from my very old, very not so good videos. So we'll be doing a lot of resetting everything today, just getting comfortable and unpacking, grocery shopping, all of that. So that's it for today. And I know most of you are probably like, what are you gonna talk about why you can't leave and when you're leaving? I'll talk about it later when I'm like sitting down and comfortable. So it's about 7 p.m. now. Tyron is making dinner. We're having like a creamy pasta type thing. I'm planning out some videos right now. Hi! I will do like a little Airbnb tour tomorrow when it's bright out. Good morning, everyone. So I wanted to kind of chat with you about what's going on. I keep saying like, I'll tell you when I get a chance, I'll tell you when I sit down. Like, here we are sitting down and now I have the chance to tell you. I just wanted to get settled into the new place and like just like chill for a second before explaining what's happening. If you can't tell, this is a new background. I wanted to give you a little sneak peek. We are in a new Airbnb here in South Africa because I am staying another month. There's people who are stuck in other countries who can't go home because of everything that's going on in the world, but not a lot of people on YouTube and on the platform are able to share it and talk about it and what it's like and like why and all of this, because I mean, you can probably assume. I wanted to give my perspective because I feel like not many people can like talk about this like I can. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use this little mini platform I have to share because we are in very uncertain times in the world right now. So I figured this was a good time to talk about it. Like the title says, I am in lockdown in a foreign country right now. I am stuck here in South Africa. So if you are new to my channel, I'll give a quick little explanation because I feel like this is the kind of video someone might click on because they're like, what does this mean? Like, what is this all about or something like that. My hair is just not it today. I'm sorry, I keep fixing it. It's just not doing it today. So like I said, I'm here in South Africa. I am in Cape Town. This is where my boyfriend is from. So if you are new to my channel, you wouldn't know this, but I am from the USA. I'm from Rhode Island and my boyfriend is from South Africa. So that is why I am here. So I'm gonna back it up a little more because I feel like people are gonna be like, why didn't you come home? It was stupid to travel during this time and all this. If you haven't been following along my little YouTube journey, you wouldn't know this, but I left the US in the beginning of November so we could travel. So we went to all these different countries. We were in Europe and we were in Southeast Asia, and then in March, I think we came back this on St. Patrick's Day, I think the 17th, to South Africa, because we learned that they're gonna be like closing their borders basically. And yeah, so we had already planned to go back after Thailand to South Africa, so that was already planned and we were already going. So we came back, and the next day they basically like had a list of countries that they weren't allowing into their country. My home country is on that list, but I wasn't in my home country before traveling back, if that makes sense. This was around the time where it wasn't like too crazy here in South Africa. They like shut down like super fast. So I was supposed to come home yesterday, actually, May 6th. The day you're seeing this, it's like real time, but I'm 6 hours ahead of East Coast time, so I'm like going through my whole day before you guys even wake up. So good morning. This actually is going to be posted today, so it is real time, real update. So basically South Africa went into lockdown really early. It was not necessarily unexpected, but basically they said like if you are here and you're not from South Africa, you're stuck here for 3 weeks. So I was like, okay, like it's fine. I was supposed to come home May 5th, May 6th. That was the day I had planned to fly out. We had planned this back when we were in Vietnam, so this was like a plan for a while. Mind you, I hadn't booked my plane ticket yet because I just wasn't sure if I'd be coming home or if I'd be extending my time because of like what it was starting to look like back home in the US. I know like things started to close down and all of that. So my original plan was to come home on like May 5th because I was gonna start working. That was the plan. But then they shut everything down. So then they extended the lockdown to 2 more weeks here. So technically we're still in it. It's like a 5-week lockdown and they're like slowly reopening in stages, but I was looking at plane tickets on Expedia when we were in Vietnam. So this was the beginning of March. So this was a while ago. This was what, 2 months ago now? It's the beginning of May. So this was a while ago, and I noticed that like the flight that Emirates had, I usually fly through Emirates, which means like Cape Town to Dubai, right to Boston, basically. No extra layovers, nothing like that. So it's a good airline and I really like them, so that's why I was flying them. Because if you didn't know, South Africa to Boston is like anywhere between 22 to like 40 plus hours of travel time. So with a lot of time changes and time zones and really long flights, like 9 hours and 13-hour flights. So anyway, so when I was in Vietnam, I noticed that their flights were down to like $800. And normally their flights, if you don't know this, they're anywhere from like $900 to over $1,000. Like that's just normal economy flight tickets. So I was like, ooh, we're saving some money here, you know, like I'm saving an extra $100 because I had budgeted for like $1,000 because I just assumed that's like right around how much it would be. So I didn't book my flight, like I said, because I didn't exactly know when I was going home. And once I saw the flight price like going down, I was like, how low can it get? Because, you know, we're always trying to save money, right? If we can save money, we're gonna try to save money. All through the month of March, I'm like looking at these flight tickets. We ended up having to leave Thailand early to get back to South Africa, whatever. We're in South Africa at that point. Everything's fine. I got in, no problem. Mid-April, like I said, I continuing to look at these prices. It's slowly going down. Emirates flights were like $600, and that is unheard of. That is very unheard of, especially like I said, you're flying really far. The tickets are normally like $900 to over $1,000. So when you see a $600 plane ticket traveling like that far abroad and all of that, that's like, oh my God, what a steal, you know, it's for the airline. Like I know there are cheaper airlines, but I picked this one for like a reason. They have like a lot of room in the seats and the food is decent and the drinks are free. So now we're in like mid-April and I was like, okay, I have like 3 weeks until I'm supposed to go home. I need to figure out what I'm doing. I'm either going home or I'm not going home. At this point, everything in the US was like, things are escalating and all of that. And I went on to check the plane tickets, and Emirates had taken all of their flights off. All the flights were like canceled. There weren't any flights. And I was like, excuse me? Excuse me? There were like a few other airlines, but when the airline you usually fly, that's like a really good airline, like takes their flights off, it's a little, makes you feel a little uneasy, obviously, because that never happens. So then I was like, okay, what are my other options? So I talked to some friends, I asked around, and British Airways was available. British Airways, the flights were a little over $500, so I was like, okay, we're saving more money, it's fine. So that was awesome. And I checked, like, I want to say a week later to see, and every single airline, all 400 plus airlines, all canceled their flights out of Cape Town. All of their airlines, Turkish Airlines, Ethiopian Airlines, British Airways, Emirates, Qatar, I think that's what it's called, Delta, American Airlines, anything you could think of was not flying. So I was like, excuse me, this means I can't come home. There is literally no way I can get home. There are no flights. There are no options. I can't even take, like, you know, the cheapest flight that there is. I can't even take that because that's not there. So I looked for the week after, like this coming week, to see if there were flights. There were no flights. The week after that, there were no flights. And then I went to like the end of May, and there were a couple of flights, but those are over $2,000. And I am not spending over $2,000 on plane tickets. So I made the decision, obviously, to stay longer. Thankfully, I'm legally allowed to stay in South Africa until middle of June. I can stay in South Africa for up to 90 days without a visa. So again, depends on the country you're from, but that's like what my passport says. So that is something I'm not too concerned about at the moment. If they like don't reopen any flights at the beginning of June, then I have something to be concerned about. It looks like British Airways is flying on like the beginning of June. Turkish Airlines is, American Airlines, but that's really it. Obviously, I understand when people, like especially healthcare workers and everyone like that, says like traveling is not essential, and like I understand that, but when you're in a foreign country and you don't know when you're going home, it's a little stressful. Like the option isn't even there. Like that's what I don't like. I don't like not, like if I had to go home for whatever reason and there's no option, very uncomfortable feeling. Like, what do you do? Like obviously I'm sure there's an option somewhere, but just like the normal everyday life, like if I wanted to book a flight tomorrow, I couldn't. I'm very thankful to have my boyfriend here, and because I know there are people stuck in other countries who don't have people, and I really feel for them. I'm really happy to be able to be here with him, and we don't have to do long distance yet. We can push it out another month. The feeling is weird. Not having the option is weird, you know? And like I was saying, like I know everyone says like travel is non-essential, but like when you're in a foreign country and you cannot get home, whether it's essential or not, it's still not a good feeling. Not having the option to like have a flight to go home, that is not a normal feeling. So that is why I can't come home. I am quite literally stuck in a foreign country. This was not clickbait by any means. This is what I'm dealing with. I will be here for another month. That's the plan. I will let you know if anything changes, but that's kind of like what I wanted to talk about in this video, and we will get back to regular scheduled programming the next video. But this one, I had to really dedicate this to what's happening and my life update for myself to look back on, and so everyone knows, like, we're doing great here. We're very healthy, we're very happy, and like that's something that I am so thankful for. My family back home is very safe, they're very healthy, so that is like like what I most care about, but you know, at the same time, you get stressed about not being able to work. It's not like I have like a source of income that I can rely on, like not even unemployment, because technically I didn't like lose a job from what's happening. Yeah, so it's a little stressful, but we're good. We always figure things out here because that's how it is, you know. If there's not a way, you find one. That's kind of how I look at things. That's how we look at things. It's just how it is. So if you are in this situation and you are alone, or even if you're with people, I feel for you, and just know that it will get better. You will go home, and you know, it's scary not knowing like what's gonna happen, but you can rebuild and you can keep moving forward. So that is what we're doing here. I feel very calm right now. I'm gonna switch gears to talk about the new place real quick. So if you were only here for me being stuck in a foreign country, that's all there is to it. But subscribe and stick around so you can see what else is happening along my journey. We actually stayed in this Airbnb when I first came to South Africa back in November, before we started like traveling. And the moment we got here yesterday, we were so happy. We felt like peace almost, and I don't know, it felt like home. We unpacked right away, and it just felt like, I don't know, like we were in the right place. It was like a huge calm came over us, and it was really nice. Like we loved every other place we've stayed in. We've stayed in like 4 other places. This place just like has a lot of good memories attached to it, and it's very like bright and white in here, so it's really like, it feels fresh and open and lively, and it just opens the place up a lot. Yeah, so I'm gonna give you a little tour of that, and yeah, I guess after that I'm gonna end the video because it's really long. This clip is 19 minutes, so an Airbnb tour is coming right after I say this. If you are new, make sure to like and subscribe down below. I would love you to stick around so you can kind of follow along what's happening, and I feel like it's a fun time here. And turn on my post notifications so you know when I upload. But with that, cheers to a good day and a good month abroad to all of us who are abroad right now, and I hope everyone is doing well, even if they're at home. I know it's a struggle right now, so I hope you're all doing well. Cheers, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Wait another second. Airbnb tour is coming right now. Hey guys, voiceover Jill here for an Airbnb tour. So this is where you walk in. To the right, you see the living room. It has a very big open space with beautiful windows. And then you see the kitchen and dining room. I'm just putting my coffee down because I want to open the fridge for you to show you how big it is, because you know we haven't had a big fridge. And we pretty much got the same things as usual in there, but if you turn around, you see the shelf. It just has a little extra storage, a few baskets. And then to the left of the front door, there is this little half bathroom. So this comes in handy whenever we feel like using it. And then you guys know how excited I am for this. There is a washing machine. You know I've been hand washing clothes, so this is great. Then there's the bedroom with, of course, more beautiful big windows. The closet, it's very similar to the other apartment. The storage is very similar. We unpacked everything yesterday. And then when you turn around, you see the bathroom. It has a cute little swinging door. So that's nice. And then I'm just going to make some faces at you in the window, I guess. Not the window, the mirror. What am I saying? I'm leaving this in here. And then just like the sink, the shower, nothing special. That's all.